Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Test Pack Please Ignore. So at the end of my last episode, I had been working on my Ender Quarry, blowing myself up in the process, which hopefully we won't be doing today. As today, what I want to do is start to improve my mechanism setup. So as you can see at the moment, this was the last thing I did with my mechanism or processing setup, which was to set up my 4 times ore processing setup to include hydrogen chloride here to run things through the chemical injection chamber, which basically turned all of this kind of raw ore into shards. Now, what I want to do today is, and probably on the next episode as well, doing a kind of a two-stage process so that things go a little bit smoother, so I can take my time, stuff like that, is to start setting up the process to do 5 times ore processing. And where we need to start with that is to start using the first stage is to make sulfuric acid. Now, how do we make sulfuric acid? Well, there's a couple of ways of doing it. So you can make it, the first stage you can start off with, for example, if you're only using mechanism, what you can do is take a load of gunpowder, process it with hydrogen chloride here, turn it into sulfur, and then so basically what you need is a supply of sulfur. So like I said, we can either do that with hydrogen chloride, hydrogen chloride and gunpowder, which we already have plenty of both of, thanks to our mobs trap here. As you can see, we've got plenty of gunpowder there. Or if we have a look over at my ME system, so if we just drop all this gunpowder in here for now, if we have a look for sulfur, we actually have 3,000 of railcraft sulfur and a lot of thermal expansion sulfur as well. So let me just double check this. I know that the railcraft one can do it, but oh yeah, so both the thermal expansion and the railcraft version of sulfur can both be put through the chemical oxidizer to make sulfur dioxide. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to make a chemical oxidizer. There we go, that's what we're looking for. Won't be one in there, what am I doing? So what we want to do is do chemical, let's hope I can type today, which I can't apparently, chemical oxidizer. Here we go. So how do we make this then? Let's have a look. So we need an electric chest, some circuits, some enriched alloys, a gas tank, and a dynamic tank, and an electric chest. Now, how do we make this then? So this is an electronic circuit. Is this for mechanism? I was going to say can use a control circuit. That was weird for a second. What was I missing from that? I was missing some glass. Do we have any glass? No, apparently I do not. Let's make 64 glass. What it'll do is it'll start pulverizing up sand, and that should then in turn, we don't want reactor glass, we want glass. There we go. So we've made ourselves an electric chest to get started. So then we need a dynamic tank, which I think we can build fairly easily. It's just, what was that, steel and cobblestone? Yeah, fairly straightforward. And then do I have everything else in the system? No, I do not. What am I missing? Oh yeah, the electric chest will obviously be there. What was it? Was it a tank? I was wondering if I have any spare. Oh, bugger, I had some dynamic tanks already in the system. Whoopsie daisy. What we need to do is make ourselves what is called this gas tank. So, do I have everything in there for that? I do, excellent. And that's just osmium and pulverized iron. So, always helps if the chest will actually go into the recipe, which it will not, which is very weird. So there we go, 1 chemical oxidizer. So I want to get this set up somewhere around here, because if I need to in future start generating my own sulfur, then I want it close to that hydrogen chloride source. So let me have a quick look in here. What am I looking for? Looking for, how much gunpowder do I have? 847. So I've got a fair amount of gunpowder as well. So what do I want to do first then? So I need some ME stuff to start automating this. So if we have a look for ME, just need a basic import bus, and apparently that requires a sticky piston, which we can do. 1 basic import bus, there we go. And then I could do with do I have any others in here? No, I do not. And apparently I'm almost out of ME cables as well. Should have plenty of what's the one I'm looking for? My brain's totally gone. Should have plenty of quartz dust lying around to make them, so yeah, it's just waiting for the glass I think as well. So what I also need to do is make 1 basic export bus, and that should allow me to make 1 precision export bus as well. There we go. So let's go get this set up. Oh yeah, I also need some redstone energy conduits. There we go, because what I want to do is just extend this little cabling slightly further downwards like so. So then what I'm going to do is put the, can I put that there? I think I can put that there. Can I spin you round? Ah, there we go. Look at that. So I need to figure out what side everything goes in. So I'm guessing that I thought I could hear something. Oh, there's a zombie trying to break in upstairs. Oh, I'll leave him to it. He'll get bored in a minute. So what do I want to do? So I think I need to have items go in the back, and then, or do I need to have items go in the front and then sulfur come at the back? I don't know. Let's have a look at this. So what I also need is some pressurized tubing, I think. So let me have a, do I have any left over? I've got loads left over. Fantastic. So what I'm also going to need, I'm going to need to borrow this oxygen supply line as well at some point. So I'm just going to have to run that like up and over. Sorry about that, I just had the sudden urge to cough there. Because I'm going to need some more oxygen. How much oxygen have I got left at the moment? I've got loads of oxygen left, which is good. Although I just realised that the water supply down there is just totally gone. So what I'm going to do is grab some water quick, because I'm going to need some of you. I don't know how my... try and get through here, through the maze. These, I don't know how these have got so much water, which is weird, because this is just like totally empty, which is bizarre. Yeah, I don't know. They must be getting some like phantom water from somewhere. I have no idea. I've got to try and escape from here now. Got to remember how to get out. It's like Crystal Maze. Anybody ever used to watch the Crystal Maze? My UK-based viewers. I don't know if any of you are old enough. It was a fantastic game show. You can catch it on Challenge in the UK. I don't know if they had it in the States or not, but let's just sleep for the night. I'm going to need to go grab some water real quick. For some reason, that those water sources in my basement have apparently dried out. So. Let me go grab some buckets. I'm going to need all the oxygen I can get, so go grab a crap ton of water from my little supply over here. Here we go. Marvellous. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Marvellous. Fantastic. Grab you. Pop through here. Close the door behind me. Wasn't born in a barn. Or as the saying goes. Try and work my way in here again. Is there any way I can sort this out to make it slightly easier to get inside? I don't know. Just gonna ninja through there. So there we go. So we can start putting some infinite water sources down here. Oh, infinite water sources, just some water blocks even, sorry. Can I place one like underneath there? There we go. I think I went in. It's kind of freaking out at the moment. Oh, I think it's this electric pump that's doing it. Kind of can I just like wrench you up for now? I don't think I really need you anymore. I think I did it just because let me just remove these for a second. I think it was because this one aqueous accumulator wasn't really going fast enough for my liking, so I kind of just let me just drop a few more water blocks down. Is that enough? I don't know. Should be fine. That aqueous accumulator now should be pumping out water. Fantastic. There we go. So that should be filling up all of these again, in theory. Oh no, because I've disconnected it. Where's my Fluiduct gone? There we go. So let me just connect you up like that. There we go. Water is now going out and should be filling up everything. Don't know how fast it's going to do it. That one's full. That one's nowhere near full. So yeah, this one aqueous accumulator might be struggling on its own. I might need to put that electric pump back, but or I might need to just build a second aqueous accumulator. I don't know. I'll think about that depending on how quickly everything gets drained. But let me out of here. There we go. Let me just drop down. So does that like electric pump just like pump water out of the air or something? I don't know, but it seemed to be keeping everything well supplied. Albeit I don't know how, because these usually take up a whole crap ton of water, and I don't know how they were lasting for so long. Oh, it appears these ones at the end here weren't lasting very well, so that might be why. So yeah, I might need to come up with a better source of water and pump it back somehow. But I can come up with that off camera somehow. So where were we? So yeah, we were trying to come up with the chemical oxidizer. So I need I didn't need an import bus, did I? Because so will that connect up to there? There, that will connect up to there. So I need to grab the 2 types of sulfur that I've got for now. Don't think there's any other uses for sulfur at the moment. Let's grab the railcraft stuff. There we go. For now, I'll keep the what's the word I'm looking for? I shall keep chemical oxidizer. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm just thinking. Hang on, sulfur. Sulfur dust from mechanism. Oh, that's a chemical inject. That's another chemical injection chamber, which is this one, I believe. So, that will be making sulfur dioxide, I think. So we also need to. So what do we need to hook that up to? So I think sulfur dioxide then needs to go into a chemical infuser, I believe. So we need to make one of them next. So let me make a chemical infuser so we can actually hook the 2 up. Infuser, here we go. Chemical infuser, yeah, well, chemical infuser, here we go. So this is more of these gas tanks, more of these dynamic tanks. So it's fairly similar recipe, except the first one required a chest and this one just requires... Ah, I see. So this kind of makes sense in terms of the recipe, because that one required a chest, because it basically needed to have sulfur go into it. So obviously it needed an input, whereas this one just requires 2 tanks. So what we can then do is, I think, in theory, we should be able to just hook that up like so. Oh, that needs to have oxygen put into it somehow, which I believe would go in from the front, maybe? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to try and figure this out somehow. Can I wrench that up? Oh, excellent, I can. So let me build you up to... That's not right. Apparently it's like 1 higher than I was expecting. Whoopsie-daisy. So let me wrench that up. And we can work you along like so. I might have to build multiples of these. I don't know yet. It depends how fast it goes. So I need to hook this up to my oxygen supply, like over here. So let me build you up in the air like this. Just so it's like out of the way mostly. So I can start building this along. Whoops-a-daisy, getting stuck here. Pressurized tubes full of oxygen here, as you do. So is that filling that up? Whoops-a-daisy, did not mean to do that. So let me wrench you up. Double check on the inventory. It's connected, but I can't see any oxygen going in. What's going on? Clear. What is going on? Why isn't any oxygen going in there? So that should be oxygen going in. But I don't appear to have... Oh, unless it has to go in from the side here. Hang on. Let me just wrench you up. Probably wasted a load of oxygen there, but never mind. Hang on a minute. Why isn't that going in? There we go. So now is that going in? Whoopsie-daisy. Ah, now oxygen's going in. Okay, so I had to go in from the side there. So I might be able to build like more than one of these, just going upwards, something like that. And then the same with the chemical oxidizers. So I could probably have like 4 in a tower going upwards. Oh yeah, that would actually work out quite well. So that is all ready to go like that. Let me just see if I can put some sulfur in there. Turn that into sulfur dioxide. Ah, right. Hang on a minute. That's not connected up. Why are you not connected up? Where the hell is it supposed to go outwards? Sulfur dioxide. Is that a liquid then? Let's double check that. So sulfur dioxide might be a liquid. I don't know. Let me grab a fluid duct and see if that connects up instead. So fluid duct. Is that right? I think that's right. So let me see if it's a liquid and not a gas. So nope, it's not gas either. So why the hell isn't it connecting up? Oh, unless that's the input from... Let me spin you around. Ah, right, okay, I see. So it was the wrong way around. So that's the input for the import bus. So I think that's all sorted like that. We also need to grab some cabling as well. So let me grab some... Do I have any spare ME cable? I do. Excellent. So what I can then do... So thankfully I've already got some ME cable running all the way across this side of... my map, so I won't be using too much. That can connect up like so, and that will be now importing sulfur in there and creating lots of sulfur dioxide. Fantastic. And that has created the next stage, which I think is, if we make some sulfur trioxide. Okay, so what do we need to do with the sulfur trioxide? So we need to combine that with water vapor. Now, we need to make some water vapor, so for that, I believe we need a rotary condensator. Rotary condensator, here we go. So this one looks a little bit more complicated, although not too bad. It's just another gas tank, which you can do fairly easily. Steel casing. A dynamic tank, and a... Oh, so we need to make an energy tablet, which again isn't too bad. So I think that is all we need for the rotary condensator. Fantastic. So let me just move this torch for now, as it's kind of in the way. Big offensive. So I'm going to put you there. So I'm just trying to figure out what direction things need to go in from. So I'm going to need another supply of water. So let me go and grab a couple of buckets of water. Bucket, there we go. 1, 2. Fantastic. And then we also need to make ourselves... Do I have a spare aqueous accumulator? No, I do not. Aqueous accumulator. Here we go. So let me make one of these quick. Oops, the wrong one. That's one of the thermal expansion gears. They're just extremely easy to make in comparison. 1 pneumatic servo. Sans glass because it's being annoying, because I'm apparently out actually. That's not any eye for once. So let's make some more glass. Hopefully I can pinch some, unless it's being used to make oh, there we go. Let's grab one quick. Make that pneumatic servo. Oh, and oh, we need to make a machine frame. Balls. Oh, it's a daisy. Make glass, there we go. Make glass, machine frame. We need a couple more to make the aqueous accumulator. Come on. Hurry up, system. There we go. 1, 2. Boom. Aqueous accumulator. So let's go grab some water quick. Boop. There we go. And then what we need to do is... What I should really do is just make like an infinite water source in my basement so I don't have to keep doing this. 1, 2... Oh, so daisy, I'm sinking. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one in my basement real quick, because I always seem to be getting water for something or other down there. So if I've just got an infinite water source, which I can kind of keep coming back to, it might save time in future. So I don't know where I'm going to put it. Maybe just put it over here somewhere. So do 1, 2, 3. Just make it neat by putting cobblestone down in here, just so it looks matching, like so. Oops, a daisy. There we go. And then we need to do 1 there. 1 there. Ah, delicious infinite water. There we go. Infinite water source. Fantastic. Chat on some apples. And then what we need to do is put down an aqueous accumulator, say, at the back here. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to kind of match this up as well. Can't be bothered to get a shovel, so I'm just going to use my pick. I know it's ridiculous, but it's me being lazy. 1, 2, and 3. We'll get out of there. Put down our aqueous accumulator, like so. 1 and 2. And then what we need to do is I need to figure out which side the water comes in. So I think... Okay, so they can come in from both sides, which is weird. Oops, a daisy. Didn't mean to do that. Put the rotary condensator back down. So yeah, I need to figure out... So this is filling up nicely with sulfur trioxide. So like I said, depending on how well the system works, I might need more of this. I don't know. I've got plenty of oxygen though, which is a good thing. So I need to figure out which side water will come in from this. So let me... Oops, daisy. Let me range that up. It's infinite water, so I don't really care. Bring this over. Let's see if it'll go in from this side. Is it going to fill it with water? No. Let's try the other side. Water? No! What the hell? Toggle operation. Decondensating So I want it coming in, but why isn't it filling up with water? That's really weird. Is this outputting? It should be. This is all full of water. Water. Why are you not filling up with water in the rotary condensator? That should be creating water vapour, but apparently water isn't going in. Am I missing something? Hang on a minute. What kind of tubes can I use from Mekanism? Mekanism. Are there other types of tubes I can use? I'm just wondering. Just having a look. We've got pressurised tubes, logistical transporter, pipes. I've got elite mechanical pipes, but universal cables, ultimate mechanical pipe, advanced mechanical pipe, basic mechanical pipe, 100 millibuckets per tick. Can I make some of you? I wonder if this will work. I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm going to give it a try. I wonder if it's just like not going to work with thermal expansion things. I know they have in the past, but I'm just wondering if this one's not going to work. So let me just see. Is that going to transport water? It is. Oops, a daisy. Is that actually putting in water now? Nope, that's not putting in water. Why are you not accepting water? So that is not accepting water, but that is. Okay. Why are you not creating no water? I might have to go and check this quick. I will be right back. I'm just going to go check the wiki, see what I'm doing wrong, and then... Oh, so that is the liquid input side. Why are you not accepting any form of liquid? That is really weird. Okay, well, I'm going to go and see why this isn't working, and then I'll be right back in a second once I've figured out what I'm doing wrong. So I'll see you in a sec, guys. Okay guys, so after being ridiculously stupid, I did actually figure out that I did actually have it the wrong way around after all. I didn't need it on this decondensating mode, so it literally just flipped it over and then suddenly water all suddenly gushed in, which was quite nice. So as you can see, there's plenty of water in there now. It's slowly being turned into water vapour. I might need more than one of these actually, just because that seems like a really slow process, but I don't know. So I think the final stage is that what we need to do is make one more machine, which is another chemical infuser. So we need another set of these. So like I said, I might make more of these in future, but let me just dump some stuff away. Oh no, I actually needed those pressurized tubing. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go, let's get them back. put all this stuff away for now. So what do we need? So yeah, what we need is one more chemical infuser. Chemical infuser. Here we go. Chemical infuser. Do everything? No, I just need to make these gas tanks. So 1 and 2. 2 gas tanks. Shift click. Boom. Chemical infuser. And then what we need to do is I need to put this somewhere in between the 2 of these. So say there. I also need some power. So need some redstone energy conduits. Do I have any spare? I've got 3. Craptastic. This should be interesting. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank God for that, it reached. But then that's now in the way, so bollocks. Let me just think about this. So I'm just trying to think. I can actually move this, I suppose. Let me wrench that up, and you. Just wondering on the best place to put it. Maybe like here instead. 1, 2, 3. Put a chemical infuser down, say there. Flip you round to the front, and then what I need to do is have. Oh no, that's not going to work. Bollocks. Shift click you up, wrench you up. That's actually not going to work there, so let me just wrench you up real quick. And you. And you. And you. And then what I need to do is just move the rotary condensator down a wee bit, say to like here. I need more of my basic mechanical pipes, wherever they've gone. Mechanical. Actually, saying I'm going to try fluid ducts again. Let's grab some fluid ducts. They should work better. So, hopefully it'll work this time. So let me just shift click all of you up. Let's go in. There we go. So let's make sure it's set to... Oh, excellent. Kept all the water vapour in there. Marvellous. So let me just move you across like so. Destroy that torch. Replace it down to there. Is that actually accepting water now? It does look like it's accepting water, so it is slowly turning that into water vapour. So then what we can do is, somewhere down the middle, 1, 2... and then can put that down there. Can then do is have the sulfur trioxide coming from one side, have the water vapor coming from the other, and then that should be making sulfuric acid. Yay! I've done it. I've actually made the next step. So what I can possibly do in future is put some more of these up in a row, like so. Probably what I'll do in between this and the next episode is kind of build these up. So I've got 4 of each, building like lots and lots of, making lots and lots of water vapor, lots and lots of sulfur trioxide from the sulfur, which is cool. So you've got plenty of oxygen, kind of rinsing through the sulfur trioxide. It's all in there now. Got a whole. Is that a bucket? No, that's 10 buckets basically. So 9,999 millibuckets is 10 buckets roughly. So we've got plenty, but we just need to like kind of improve this whole system. I need to make some more redstone energy conduits in future at some point. But yeah, this basic system is set up and ready to go. So in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to take this sulfuric acid and start processing our ores through it. Called a chemical dissolution chamber. That will make some ore slurry. And then what we need to do is kind of process that slurry, and that will allow us to actually start processing into 5 times ore processing. So I think this has been fairly successful. I've extended my mechanism setup. It's like even bigger now. So it's kind of like all spread around this room with the salination plant like all the way over there as well. So it's a fairly large setup to actually get the whole 5 times ore processing, especially like really effectively, because you need lots of this kind of like these lots of these gases to make. You need lots and lots of different materials, so it's all working out quite well. As you can see, I've already got 2 buckets of sulfuric acid. Don't drink that, it's really bad for you. So yeah, I just need to kind of like expand this bit outwards, and then that should allow me to start getting 5 times ores in the next episode. So I'm going to end the episode there for now. I've been running for about 24 minutes now, so 25 minutes. So it's not a bad length for you guys to watch. So as always guys, don't forget to like and comment if you've enjoyed the episode. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.